All right, dude, we're live.
We're live.
It
Look at
says
that.
we're live. Holy shit, dude.
You want me to let it run a little more?
No, dude.
Okay.
No, I was wanting to run a little less. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're live, dude.
Well, right away, man. I did not waste any time. You're back. You're healthy. You look great. I did not waste any time.
I got like a little bit of a sunburn. We weren't around Thursday or Friday, so I feel like it's time. Yeah, Mr. Sparkle, time to lock in. You're right. 100%. 100%. Baseball starts this week, so we're going to find out how things go on this tool. Charlie, this is show 3. Show 3. I'll be honest with you, though. It feels like show 1. It really does. Like, I'm ready. I've never been this fired up.
This is the show that's going to change our lives. This one right here.
Dogs, dude.
The dogs know.
They're ready.
Dogs in the house. The dogs know.
Like, they're ready, dude.
Good sign.
Right, so I made a lot of promises to a lot of people, Ethan, and it's going to involve you. And what we're going to do is what we need to do. Charlie, sometimes that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Just saying. What's up, Mila's Life? No, but what I think we need to go through and make a couple portfolios because some of the people were asking me questions. I was like, dude, instead of doing anything like that, I still haven't made an evergreen video, which I do owe everybody, which we'll make one of those. But in the meantime, let's make a few portfolios, show the people how to do it, and then we'll make some parlays with those portfolios right after.
Love it.
Want to do that?
Yeah, I think it's great, man.
Yeah, however you want to, like, I don't know what the hell this is and blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, you know what, guys?
Right.
We can just tell you, bro.
That's it.
Here, real quick, though, before we do anything, let's just knock out this Jordan Hawkins play real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a portfolio already around that's saying take the under on Jordan Hawkins 20.5 points.
Ooh, yeah, I see this popping here too. Okay, I got a couple.
All right, timeout. I think they just – all right, they moved it. False alarm. We almost made it. All right, so anyways, I'm going to delete my portfolios. All right?
Okay.
I'm deleting them. All of them.
Out.
We're
Just you've had enough.
Yep, we're going to start from scratch. Dude, I was even trying to find player props for college basketball.
You can. So
I know I did one for Connecticut. See that?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You just have to go to a different state. I do it in New Jersey all the time because I can bet like you on Profit X and others. And
all right, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, talk to us like we are absolute morons.
Idiots.
Okay? Camps, of course, dude. Tell me what kind of discount you want. Tell me a percentage, and I'll go in the back end and do the thing with the thing. Because, we need merch discounts for baseball season. Baseball season's our season, Eitan. I don't know if you know that. A lot of people start taking those months off. I do not.
I've got a new piece of content that's coming out. I don't even know if Odd Shopper has okayed it, so I may just have to do it on my Twitter account. But it's my Kyle Schwarber first at bat system. It's totally minus TV, but it's making money and it's confounding the sharps. You know, my guy Eric Lindquist, like these guys have no idea because this shouldn't hit, and yet it does. It's not every first at bat. It's just certain things here. So I already went out. Like I got the Kyle Schwarber jersey, right? I actually copped 1-800-GAMBLER for quitters from the NBD store because I'm going to be rotating my merch throughout this short. But I am so racked up and ready to go for MLB, man. I mean, it's going to be insane.
I am. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but it is all I'm thinking about. It really is.
It's going to be the best baseball season that anybody has ever had betting.
Dude, I'm not even going to say anymore. I'm already working on the opening day strikeout parlay. The Dinger Millie parlay, obviously. I'm already started that video. Like, this is going to be awesome. Camps, 30%, that's fine. That's very fair. We got to get an NBD baseball jersey. I don't think we have one in there. But, no, Camps, 30%, that is fair. That is 100% fair. 100%.
Now, is that his affiliate cut?
I don't know.
Like, isn't that what he's asking for? An affiliate code to sell the NBD merch?
No, he wants to buy. but
Oh,
he wants
he wants 30% off. Gotcha.
So I was like, yeah, 30% is very fair. Like these guys are the most fair people there are, Eitan. They're not going to rob us, dude.
They're your folks,
just
man.
throw us a nice fair code, and it's going to be fine. All right, so let's go. So all right, so I am at the first thing. Walk me through. We got a new layout. New layout, and I would like a true professional like yourself to show me and my boys and girls how to set one of these up.
Okay, so yeah, I really couldn't agree with you more. This is what we do. We go right to your state, whatever state you live in. You have Massachusetts open.
Yep,
that's
Mass.
Yep. So then we're going to go to leagues. I think when you're creating a portfolio, the easiest thing to do is start with one league.
Okay,
right?
This is good.
This is about setting yourself up for autopilot, right? Like the pilot, once the plane goes up in the air, of course, I'm talking totally out of my ass here because I have no authority on this whatsoever. But the pilot just gets the flight up off the ground.
Yep.
Then they kick back, they put the head, head on their hands.
Drinks.
Exactly right. The plane is on autopilot at that point. That's why it's called autopilot, right, Slop? So the point here is the work that you're going to do is going through each and individual league. Take time and go through the NBA, go through the NHL, go through baseball, because that's really where you're going to set yourself up for success. So we go to sports books. Look, not everybody can bet at every single sports book. If you're brand new, right, and maybe you can only bet at a couple of books because you're limited, whatever the case is, I would do for your own peace of mind, just select the books that you can bet. That's it.
Okay.
If ESPN Bet won't take your money, then don't put ESPN Bet up there. It's truly simple. You're going to clog this thing unnecessarily. Then you go to bet types. Here, when you're first starting and first building your portfolio, I want to see what's working. So I select all here.
Okay.
And I just go and I select all, and I just want to see what's working. All right. And then from there, you can just go here, like the conservative, if you want to click on that one, as far as the bet settings are. It's just, conservative is fine. I keep it balanced, aggressive. It's not truly going to matter much. I'm a flat better, right?
Okay.
And for those out there, I'm going to bet to win a unit if it's minus, and I'm going to bet a unit if it's plus money. If it's minus 150, I'm betting minus 150. If it's minus 110, I'm betting minus 110. If it's plus 130 or plus 200, I'm putting a unit. Now, look, 350, 50, what have you, I'll go down there. But that's easy for everybody out there, flat betting. So keep it as is, right? We want to make this as simple as possible. And then
can I put it on this one? Because here's all right, where my brain adds it up. I can't bet a whole unit at certain places. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. You're limited for sure.
But then if I just go to here, then it gives me different ones based on what the edge is, right?
Correct. So
but I'm going to get frustrated, though, on days where I win more than I lose, but I actually lose money.
There's going to be times in which you're going to put 4% or 6% of your bankroll on a bet, because that's what the Kelly bet system is suggesting you do. And that's just the nature of it. And yeah, like you could hit on that. There are days in which, like, I can get a full unit down on Fluff and FanDuel each, right? And there are days in which I get lit up on FanDuel, yet I crush DraftKings. But the most I can get on those DraftKings bets is like $20, right? So it doesn't matter because I'm still going to lose money. This is a preference. Everybody out there, This is a preference. It's not a right or wrong by any means. You can keep it at Kelly Bet. That's fine. The only other thing I would do here, John, is I would take either OS rating or EV. I'm going to take you behind the curtain here. It doesn't matter which one. They're pretty similar. I would take them, and I would keep it at 1. Put it at 1. Yeah, 1 is a good starting point. Now, you want to scroll down, you can see everything else stays the same, right? Like nothing else changes. Everything else stays the same. And then you just go to view markets.
Can I change my odds to like minus 150?
You can. I think it's based on, like, here's the reality of it, right? Like chances are minus 1,500 isn't going to pop up and you're not going to bet it anyway.
Okay. So it doesn't even matter.
Right.
I like it. All right. So now I hit, all right. And then the age, I don't really care about that.
Nope.
Time the event starts, I don't care about that. All right. So now I view markets. So bang. So if you're following this for the first time, you have just made an NBA portfolio.
Correct. That's it.
All right. So now This is what we got
yeah, I
with
mean,
markets.
right. So let's just look at BetMGM, because now what we're going to do here is we're going to create each one individually. So in this case, all I want to do is just make a mental note. Don't even open them real quick. Let's just make a mental note of which books are returning a positive ROI. Everybody's returning a positive ROI. Great. All right. So now you can go back into BetMGM or DraftKings, right? I mean, if you want to start at the books with the most volume of bets, that's probably the best place to start. So you can see as you open that up, each market and what they're returning. So points and rebounds, for example, that's probably PRA, right? That's earning a 2.1% ROI versus assists, which is returning more than double that. So for ROI snobs like John Hyslop, 2.1% may not be enough, right? Like it just may not be enough. So take that off. You're not going to bet PRA over at DraftKings. You want to focus only on the stuff that's high end.
I have this on previous season. So I'm going
to go to current season. Go to current season. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you.
I didn't see it either until just now.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, I'm having trouble with it scrolling. Like when I do that, you know what I'm saying? I can't scroll up or down. There it goes. But it only does it sometimes. Weird. Nothing changed though.
Hopefully the product dev team's watching. So you can't scroll down there?
Right now, no. It will not allow it. But I found a workaround. I do this.
Okay.
So let me do the next one. And then I just hit BetMGM here, and then I can go down.
Got it. Okay.
You got to be resourceful on the streets, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is on the fly.
Like, I'm outside cat, dude. I don't have like my milk brought to me. You know what I'm saying? I go get it.
Right. I didn't. Is that a big discrepancy? Like, is that a line that's drawn in the cat world where you either get your milk brought to you or you have to go out and earn it?
I would think so. I would think that you're kind of looked down on if you're getting your milk brought to you.
I can see that.
I would.
Yeah, I would too.
All right, hang on. I think we got all of our. Yeah, I got all of the whatchamacallits taken out. All the red gone. Only green.
There you go.
All right,
so now you've just kept what's good.
Yep. So now I go to save portfolio, correct?
Yep.
And I just name it. Create new. I'm gonna put. What am I gonna make? NBA bangers.
There you go.
All books. I don't know why I'm putting that, but I just want like a longer name.
Yeah, that's great. It's going to look awesome too. So now you go back to top bets and that should pop up. There you go.
So then now I hit that. Now I go to my all bangers and look at this. All right. So a few people were asking about what exactly this is. All right. This is what we're doing. All right. In a nutshell. Also, camps, I see you can't wait to start destroying the books again on Odd Shopper. Unfortunate variance has slowed you down. That being said, you're still up 11.20 for the month. That is great. 11.20 for a month is good, just hitting buttons.
And let me say this, man. The last 3 days have been pretty rough across the board for us. So you're not alone. Like, we've destroyed March. And then all of a sudden, variance crept in for like 3 days, and that's kind of how it's been. So, yeah, you're not alone, and we're already seeing some people coming out of it. So you'll be in good shape, brother.
I want to make one more.
Yeah, make as many as you want.
How about an NHL?
We got the 100 parlay challenge too. You know.
Oh, how to make 100 parlays?
Yeah, we'll see if we can make 100, and then we just go and say, all right, if we can do it with 2 legs, can we do it with 3? If we can do it with 3, can we do it with 4?
Okay. Right? I like it.
106 leg parlays. Can we get that?
I think we could. I can't wait till it says Profit X.
I know, man. Trust me.
It's going to be the greatest day ever.
You are actually my hook in all of this. I may need you to do a separate show on Twitter, on your Twitter, that's just using our tools to beat Profit X. And that can justify us getting Like, do you realize you talk about moving a line? You are moving whether or not we would get an API on Odd Shopper, whether you would do content for that. Like, that's my biggest hook. They don't listen to me, but if I bring up John Hyslop's name, whoa. Okay, we can make that happen.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's crazy because I'd listen to you over me any day.
That's because you don't know me well enough.
That's true. That's true. But still, I still would. All right. So we're doing the same thing for this one as we did the other one.
Same
All
exact
right?
thing.
One,
Exactly.
and then everything. So view markets. Now there they are. Okay.
Previous season, though. Make sure you're
oh,
on
my
current.
bad.
No, you're
Current
good. You're
season.
good.
Bang. All right. See, it's popping up for hockey. Okay.
Fanatics, NHL points. Woof.
Get rid of total points from FanDuel.
Yeah, but look at shots on goal, man.
Yeah, they don't play around.
Holy look at that. Shots on goal across the board. Yeah, if you're limited, I mean, that's life right now around. That's why we have the parlay generator. So you can generate so many parlays to get around limits. It's amazing.
Okay, so then now we would save portfolio. I'm going to call this NHL all books. That's funny. All right, so now, geez, you're just demolishing them. I know that's what I do too, Camps. I don't care. I'll take less money at a time, just as long as I'm taking money from them. Okay, so basically all we're going to do now is get both those portfolios shown. All right, so look, Jason Tatum 3-pointers. I was talking to a buddy of mine via DM the other night, and he wasn't really sure about what exactly we're doing. Jason Tatum 3-pointers at DraftKings, under 3.5, minus 105. At Pinnacle, that is minus 141. We are getting minus 105 for something that really should be like in the minus 140s. That's absurd. Although that has moved now to minus 115, so we'll get it later. But do you see my point? That's all you're trying to do. You're saying based on these books, since these books have algorithms that are much smarter than us, they move faster, they have a lot more information than we will ever have. They know who's betting what, how much they're betting. They know everything that we don't know. Well, here's how they tell us what they know. Pinnacle saying sharpest book on the planet, literally saying minus 141 for this. Here comes DraftKings minus 105. That means it's a good bet. That's all. That's all we're doing here. We don't care about anything else. We don't care how AJ Johnson's game logs look. We don't care. Doesn't matter to us. We're just hitting buttons. By the time we're doing this right now at 4 o'clock, my brain is broken. Okay. I've had a long day. I've been doing everything I need to be doing. So I'm tired. You're probably exactly the same. Like you're at work, you're looking to get a bunch of bangers and you don't want to spend a lot of time doing it. You're not looking through game logs. You're not looking through injury reports, blah, 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 blah. You just want to get as many as possible. Well, guess what? You can. This is how you do it. This is literally the way. So AJ Johnson, under 9.5. Oh, it's minus 160 now. They moved it. See
they moved it.
I'm sitting there yapping, and that's why we're missing them.
That's what happens to me in the morning all the time,
which
man.
Is fine, but this is supposed to be educational, just so you know what we're doing. We're using the sportsbook's data against them. That's all, and we don't need our brain to do it, and that's the key to it. Okay, so PJ Washington, under 30.5 PRAs. They have 29.5 at Pinnacle. Here comes Fanatics with minus 115 for under 30.5. Who do you think sharper, Pinnacle or Fanatics? Well, if you take it at Fanatics, which I'm going to try and do, but I have to do it on my phone, then you're going to need, like, I don't know. It's not going to work if you're Fanatics. Like, you cannot hang lines that bad compared to Pinnacle and expect to be a profitable book. You can't. Like, you just can't. Well, you get to take advantage of it. And me too. And Aton too.
I love it.
Anyone who has OddsShopper. And that's basically in a nutshell what we're doing. That's why we're betting these. We're not just randomly betting. But the thing is, you end up betting them like it is a random bet. Because, I mean, it is a random bet to us. Like, we don't care. We don't have any information on PJ.
That's the thing. We don't need to, though.
We don't.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
why would we even? Who cares?
You really don't need anything at all when it comes to that. And that's what's so bizarre that people just can't wrap their head around, which is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if a guy twists his ankle, if a guy goes 0 for 50. It just doesn't matter. You're just saying that he's not going to hit that number. And you're finding value. You're betting a price. more so than anything else, right? You're just
All
betting a
those
price.
old school sharps that always say, "Oh, I bet numbers, not teams," and blah 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 blah. I just got that PJ Washington, by the way, for
That's it.
11.50.
Nice.
No, they wouldn't give me the 21, but that's just what they're talking about. Ryan, I do like Luka 10 plus in the first quarter. I do think that's a bet. And Kyrie, Crochet maybe, but I was looking at the parlay. We had like 1,100 plus 1,100 for him to get 8 last year. I don't know if we'll ever get that again. And Cole Reagan's, I think, was like 600 for like 9. So I don't think we get that again. So we're gonna need to find new guys, but we can.
By the way, no first quarter point market on Profit X. What's going on there? That's
I
an
don't
outrage.
like it. I don't like it.
That is an outrage.
They'll get it for us though. It just takes them a little bit of time sometimes. Let's go this one. AJ Johnson under 9.5 points minus 130. They're saying $22.
Okay.
Dang.
I like it.
We're in.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm just popping along with you here. I love these.
And then Derek White under 3.5 3-pointers at BetMGM. That's even money. Again, we're not saying we don't like Derek White and we think Derek White stinks and we think we're not saying that at all. All we're saying is every book on the planet says that we shouldn't be getting this price. So $18. And if you're wondering why it's telling me to bet $18, check this out. This is one of the best parts. Man, come on, hurry up. This happens when I first log in. Takes forever. And then they'll come back and be like, how about $3? Oh, $5.40. Okay.
That's amazing.
And I'm not limited because I'm using Odd Shopper. I'm limited because I beat the books.
That's it because of your process, because they know you could lose 5 bets in a row, but the process over 1,000 bets is going to kick their ass.
FanDuel under 3.5 is minus 140 for that. We just got even money. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Camps. That's the thing, though. You can take both sides. It doesn't matter. Depends on what price you get for it. Jamal Shed under 4.5 assists plus 105 at ESPN Bet. Ooh, it's plus 110 now. Even better.
That move for me. I was looking at this here. I think I have that number still too.
$18. It came off the board. Actually, it's saying I'm not in. I can only do one bet at a time on ESPN, one bet before I have to get my phone out because it says I'm not in the place. What
do you mean not?
It says I'm not in the page. The geolocator is messed up on my computer for ESPN. Every other book it works. I went through this with FanDuel and it finally just started working all by itself. So I'm just waiting for it. That's how I do. If if I'm not feeling good, I don't go to the doctor. I just wait and not feel bad anymore.
And then that's it.
Always works, dude.
It does.
Every time.
Right.
Yep. And it's cheaper too because you don't have to pay.
No, and you don't even need insurance at that point.
No.
If you know you're not going to go, then why pay for something to cover you going?
The only reason is because of I think you have to. That's the only reason I have insurance.
They'll tax you otherwise.
Yeah, you tax. I'm just like, all right, whatever, man. I'll
whatever, right?
But I'm not going to the doctor.
No.
All right, yeah. So I just got plus 105 for Shed under on my phone there.
That's fantastic, man.
So now is the moment of truth. Here's what we do. I'm gonna keep doing this for the rest of the day. If you don't have Odd Shopper, right up there on the screen, it's free for a week if you use promo code SLOP. There's a link in the description. It'll take you right to the actual page you sign up on. Just use promo code SLOP. It'll be free for a week. After that, it's 50% off your first purchase. If you ever have questions, you can DM me or come into this stream because this stream is basically just us throwing out some bangers, showing you the tools because these tools actually work. They are very, very good. Camps is in here talking about he's struggling recently because he's only up 11.20 this month. Do you know what I mean? That's how it turns into. It's like, oh yeah, I had a losing day or losing 2 days. I forgot what that was
3 days.
That's the point of this. And all we're doing is just picking off stale lines over and over and over again every day. But this is the best tool because again, that one-click bet, you get it however many times you want. Oh, Anthony Davis under 8.5 rebounds. We're taking that just out of respect. They're not going to let him play that long, I bet.
I mean, how much is this guy? Why is he even on the floor at this point?
I don't know.
In a world in which players and agents and even their shoe companies dictate playing time more than a coach,
he ain't going to be out that much.
What is going on? I don't have
the Nets. Get this game against the Nets. Big game.
Yeah, right. At Brooklyn, too.
So $17 is what it says to bet. All right, here's the other part of it. You see why it says $17 right here? That's based on my advantage, basically, and my bankroll. You set your bankroll right here where it says filter. Just go put your bankroll, whatever it is, and it'll come back and tell you exactly how much you're betting. This is the way, okay?
Yep.
It's the way. Oh, Camps wants to see Circa or Bet Online for player props in the slide.
Circa's on there. Like
oh,
you can see, yeah, it's on there. Bet Online, we're working on that. There's internal conversation about putting on like a Bet Online, Bookmaker, some others that are pretty well respected and sharp. But there's also, some can also go into it just because you see Pinnacle, right? Like that's not the only book. There's a blend. There's a sharp algo blend of a bunch of books. Pinnacle's just one of them. Circa is also involved in that too. But Circa will pop up, like depending on the state. When I go to Virginia, that'll pop up there too. So we already have Circa on there for sure.
Yes. Any questions? Ask now. All right.
We're here.
Because this is, I'm telling you, like learning how to use this is the key to never using your brain again.
It's amazing, isn't it?
You don't you get way more bets like this. Like I said, I will always originate my stuff in the morning, always. But they're at the end of the day, I'm not really trying to do that.
Right.
Like for every bet. You know what I mean? Like I'll do that in the morning. I'll grab a couple. Yesterday I had Justin Edwards, 20 plus points plus 340 FNX. I just found it on my own. I'm not saying you stop doing that. Like ever.
No.
I'm just
but
saying
it allows you to do both. You have a bankroll built so that you're going to hit variance. If you have 2 forms or 5 forms of coming up with a bet, at some point one of them is going to hit variance, right? Like if you're running 5 season-long fantasy football rosters, one of them is going to go through the shit and another one's going to go high. It's just the nature of it, right? So that's how you just survive. Is when you have a stretch, that the other side you can fall back on.
100%. I don't know. It's just the way. It's kind of like when they're like, why, if you were so good at gambling, why would you sell picks? Why wouldn't you just bet and get rich? I always would say, why wouldn't you do both?
Right.
Like that. I still don't understand that. Like it's the same thing. Why wouldn't I do both? I'm going to originate my bets and I'm going to do EV stuff. Like why? Like that's crazy not to.
No. Yeah. I mean, it totally makes sense. They don't conflict. It's not one or the other. If this can coexist and you can build a bankroll while still originating some pretty big plays and hit a couple of plus 380s or what have you, then yeah.
Oh, we're going Obi Toppin over 8.5 points. This is Look Alive. It's what we're all talked about.
Over or under?
I think it says over, doesn't it?
Oh, mine said under. No, that's under.
Man, I got fired up, dude.
Yeah. Shed's on there too.
Check, dude. I saw O and I got fired up, and it was Obi that I saw the O for. All right, we'll be all right. Shed under 9.5 points at FanDuel looks like a decent move.
Bet that, yeah. Agbaji under 9.5 at FanDuel. That's a bet. If you can get money down there, right?
Yep.
Minus 128, I see.
27 for Shed. But this is how easy it is. You see that, though? I mean, I just literally...
They just keep popping everywhere. It's great.
And went right over to FanDuel and knocked it out. I mean, it's just... Come on, guys.
Yeah, the Bet Now button is just so clutch.
It is
incredibly clutch.
This is literally the best software on the planet. But again, it takes a second to learn how to use it. Like, literally a second. Once you got it, you got it. It's over. You'll never have to even think about it again. All right, but so here we go. Last thing we're going to do, and then I got to get out of here, generate parlays. Now,
Let's do it. This is my favorite thing ever.
This is new, and it's incredible. Let's go 3 legs.
Start there, sure. Okay.
10 parlays. Okay, let's do 10 of them. Want to do 25?
I'd start with 100 and see what you can get.
Okay, let's go 100. How many limit? 5?
Sure.
Since we're doing 100, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Absolutely.
All right, so that's all we're saying is how many times we want to use each player in these parlays. So now you hit generate parlays. I like to break it down by book. Show me all the ESPN ones. Bam. Now here they are.
Massive.
Look at this. Look how many parlays you made. Ah, come on.
Just scroll down there, all the way down.
I mean, that's just incredible.
39 parlays total. Well, that's just with ESPN.
That's just with ESPN.
Right. Like if you go back to everything, what are you seeing?
I think we got 100.
Oh, we've done the people a service right there. Just gave people 100 parlays, and it took what, 3 seconds to generate 100 parlays.
I mean, that's insane.
That's not game changing. That's life changing.
Yeah. I mean, and you just hit bet. Like I can't do the BetMGM ones, but I'll just hit this one real quick. Obi Toppin, Wendell Carter, and Jordan Hawkins. It's telling me to bet what, $5 on this. That's based on my bankroll and my edge. Look when I hit it. Look at that. Bam. Oh, they won't let me bet 10 or 5. They'll let me bet $3.11. Yeah, it's a lot of unders. Oh, I accepted it. I just took it anyways. It is a lot of unders, Chris, but that's how you know it works. If you got an EV tool that's showing you all overs, I would question how that is market based, because you have to think that these books are literally shading all their bets to the over just because they know everybody and their brothers, especially retail bros, are all taking overs.
They know.
Like they're not dumb. Yeah, no, 100% camps. This actually worked. Like we shouldn't even use those two terms in the same sentence.
That's true.
Not trying to be a dick, but yeah, we just shouldn't. Like they're not the same. What else we got? This one right here, this ESPN one. I wonder if they'll come on, let me bet it. Just say I'm still here. Oh, I think it says I'm here. All right, it thinks I'm in wherever I am.
ESPN.
AJ Johnson, Aaron Naismith, and Anthony Davis. This is a good one. So it says bet $6. So I go over here, I put my $6 in.
I think I have to jet with an emergency upstairs here. So my son might have eaten a battery.
Oh, that's not great. All right, good luck.
You can end it, right?
Yeah.
Do you need me to?
Yeah, I'll end it.
Okay.
All right, man. Good luck with that. I hope he's fine. All right, so that's going to do it. Yeah, so that's it. So if anyone has a question, you can always feel free to ask. I will revert back to this video just because this video was pretty informative on like what we're trying to do. But look at all these parlays. I mean, that's insane. Every one of these are legitimately EV. Every single one of them. All right. I'll go real slow so we can look through. Hang on. I just want to see how many we have. We've got 40 parlays. Best ones are at the top, but that's to me, that's unbelievable that you can do it that quick. And all you, like I said, you just hit the one click bet and it just goes in there. The bet is already populated. So you just bet it and then you move on to the next one. The bet size is, like I said, it's based on your edge and it's based on what your bankroll is. So if you have 1,000 in there, $3. That's why whenever you hear people say, oh, don't bet parlays, that's stupid. That's not true. That's not even remotely true. That's bad advice, but they are kind of right. And what they're right about is most people bet way too much of their bankroll on a parlay. That's the issue. All right, you can come up on parlays, but you can't have, like, if you have $1,000 bankroll, you can't be betting $25 3-leggers. That doesn't make sense. Like, that's not sustainable. But like I said, like, if you're betting $3, $4 with your $1,000 bankroll, you're fine. You can bet a ton of them. But anyways, all right, that's going to do it for today. I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Man, what a great day. That's it. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, if you have any questions, literally just ask, all right? DMs are always open. Have a great day. Thank you.